everybody? So in our today's class, we are going to continue the inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and as well as inertia of direction. So as we know, yesterday we finalized what is inertia means. So inertia is directly proportional to what, guys? All of you? Inertia is directly proportional to
Mass.
mass of the
Mass.
body. So greater the inertia means higher will be the mass, or the mass of the body is more, then the higher will be the inertia possessed by the body. So we know that inertia, it's like it's a tendency of the body remains in its state of rest, or it remains in state of motion along a straight line. That is what we used to call as inertia. So this inertia of a body is mainly causing because of mass. Am I right or wrong, everybody? So that is what we studied in yesterday's class. Like
It is an
opposing
opposing force.
yeah,
Sir.
opposing force or resistance to change.
Force.
So resistance to change. It does not want to change its state of rest or state of motion. So that is what we used to call as inertia. So higher the mass, greater will be the inertia. Less will be the mass, least will be the inertia. So now let us discuss about inertia of rest in our today's class. So how many of you know bus or car or whatever it is? How many of you traveled in bus or car? Inertia of rest. So shall we discuss now? This is very, very important. So all of you observe very carefully. I don't know how many of you travel. Of course, school bus, many of you are traveling. Everyone traveling in school bus. Am I correct? All of you? So if you have taken, so let me consider for example, this is what is our school bus. So it is stopped in front of your home. It is stopped where? All of you? It is stopped in front of your home. So now you enter into the bus and you are standing here. Now other students are climbing. Now Mr. Driver will suddenly start moving forward. Suddenly will start moving forward. So immediately what will happen to you guys? What you all experience it? Can you tell me? You will also will fall forward or you will fall backward direction. Anyone of you? Yes, please. If the sudden jerk, suddenly the bus will start moving. Suddenly, yes, please. Suddenly bus starts moving forward, then your body will fall backward direction or forward direction. Everybody?
Backward direction.
Backward direction. So this is only example of inertia of rest. So observe very carefully what will happen here. I will explain you very carefully, everything clearly.
So one doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So inertia means it is the tendency to keep a body in rest or motion.
Rest in rest. The body which is in rest remains in rest. The body which is in motion remains in motion. Clear? Both is called as inertia.
Yes, sir.
Understand, Mari? Now we are talking particularly about inertia of rest. Now observe very carefully. When a bus starts suddenly the bus will start moving. Actually, you are standing. You are standing in a state of what? State of motion or state of rest? Actually, state of rest. Understanding? So if you are in a state of rest, you can see your body is opposing the motion of the car, motion of the bus. Your body does not wants to move. So remains your body is trying to maintain its state of rest. So what will happen? As the body tends to stay at rest, even after the vehicle has started moving. So our legs, first, which part of the body will attain the motion? Can you tell me upper part of the body or lower part of the body? Everybody.
Lower part of the body.
Lower part of the body will attain the motion. So our upper part still remains to maintain state of what? State of rest. So automatically our leg will go forward. Automatically our head will fall what? Backward or forward? Everybody. Will fall backward. Ellame puriyama? Understand or not? Please, I want response. Clear, everybody? So that is what we used to call as inertia of rest. Okay. So let us make you the video also so that it will be very, very clear. So let us understand inertia, correct? Okay. So there is a video actually, which will give us about, okay, just a minute, all of you. There's a animation. Okay. So there is a thing, but I am not seeing exact video. I'm not finding. Okay, well, I'll show you. Wait. Newton's first law, correct? Newton's first law. Okay. Yes, Amar. Oh, where is this? Actually, the exact video I'm not getting. But before I used to see that. That's fine now. So we'll continue with another thing. So let me find it and we can see that. So there is a video here. So we all can see the things. So all of you observe.
When the striker hits the carom coin stack, only one coin is set in motion. The other coins are intact. Why does this happen?
So
The
observe this, then we'll
bicyclist
continue.
has stopped pedaling, but the bicycle continues to move. What is the reason for this? Why does this happen? Both these happened because of inertia.
Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist change in its state of rest or motion unless acted upon by a force. When the striker hit the bottommost coin of the stack, only that coin changed its state of rest and came in motion, while the rest of the coins were intact due to inertia.
All three: inertia of rest, inertia of
Similarly,
motion, and
if an
inertia of
object is in
direction. All
motion,
three you have to
it
work.
continues to maintain the same speed and direction of motion unless acted upon by a force.
When the bicyclist stopped pedaling, the bicycle continued to move due to inertia. The bicycle moved until the force of friction stopped it.
The resistance to change shown by the coin stack is not the same as that shown by the bicycle. So are these both the same kind of inertia, or are there different types of inertia? Let us take a bus ride to understand this better. As the bus starts to move, your head is pushed backwards. Let us see why this happens. When the bus was stationary, your body was at rest. When the bus started moving, your feet, which touched the floor of the bus, started moving simultaneously. But your head exhibited a type of inertia called inertia of rest. Inertia of rest is the tendency of an object to continue in its state of rest. If the moving bus stops suddenly, will your head be pushed backward due to inertia of rest? Let us find out. If the moving bus stops, your head is pushed forward. Well, do not be surprised. This time it is because of inertia of motion. When the bus stopped, your feet came to rest simultaneously.
But Your head continued to move with the same speed and in the same direction.
Do you all understand what is inertia of motion? Everybody? Inertia of motion and inertia of rest. I think you can able to see it. So one thing you remember, so when bus will suddenly starts, what will happen, guys? Everybody, first thing you see that when the bus will start suddenly, so which part of the body will get the motion first? Our legs or our head? Who will get the motion first? So as we know, our legs are attached to the attached to the surface of the bus. So our legs will start moving the first, like a bus, as the bus will suddenly start. So automatically what will happen? Our head will remain in state of inertia of rest or inertia of motion. Everybody, inertia of, yes please, inertia of rest, so that our head will fall backward direction. Now the bus is already in motion. Now your entire body is in motion. Now suddenly Mr. Driver will apply the brakes. Have you noticed it? All of us will hit the seat. Even you are sitting also, Mr. Driver will suddenly apply the brakes. This person will hit the seat. Many of your experience, even in a car, suddenly your driver will stop the car, you will go and will hit forward. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes or no? All of you? So again, the same reason.
Yes,
So
sir.
as soon as your driver will apply the brakes, now your lower part of the body will comes to rest immediately. Do you understand it? So because it is attached, it is contacting with the surface. That is what bus surface or car surface. But your head still it is wants to maintain the same speed. So that is what you can see. Understand? The head will remain in inertia of motion or inertia of rest. Everybody. Inertia of
Inertia of motion.
Motion.
so that you'll fall forward direction. I hope you all are clear, everybody. Yes, please.
So,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is what we used to call as inertia of rest and inertia of motion. I'll give you the example. Now inertia of direction is there. So let us understand that. Okay. So once I'll stop share and you can see everybody. Inertia of direction.
In which
There is
the bus
another
was
video. It will
moving due
explain
to
more
inertia
nicely.
of motion. Inertia of motion is the tendency of an object to continue moving at the same speed in a straight line. What would happen if the bus takes a left turn?
Now you what will happen,
Which
guys?
type of-
You all will fall. In what direction? That is what inertia of direction. You see that. Your bus is in a straight road. Your direction is also in same. Suddenly left turn you take. See that what will happen.
Inertia will affect your head. Let us find out. When the bus takes a left turn, your head tilts towards the right. This is because of inertia of
Centrifugal.
Yes, Mari?
inertia of direct.
Centrifugal force, sir.
Yes. So do you understand that inertia of direction is the tendency of an object to resist a change in its direction of motion. So again the same thing here. So if you notice it, as entire bus is taking left direction, so again the same thing, as our lower part of the body is contacting with it, so what will happen? It will take into the left direction, so that our head remains, it will resist its change, so that it will appears to be fall in the right side. If the bus will take right turn, you will fall into the left or right. Your bus will take left, you will fall into the right. Your bus will take right, you'll fall into the left. You can
Is the
notice.
tendency of an object to resist a change in its direction of motion. So, while the bus turned left, your head continued to move in the straight direction. This causes your head to tilt towards right. We know that all objects exhibit inertia. But do some objects exhibit more inertia than others? Yes, they do. This is because of the relationship between inertia and mass. Try pushing a motorcycle and a car.
Which is more difficult to push?
Which is more difficult to push, Ra? Bike or car?
Car.
Car. Why?
More
Why?
mass.
Mass.
Yes, more
More
mass. Understanding?
mass.
So greater the mass, higher will be the resistance. Am I right or wrong?
Inertia.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes.
Inertia will be
Yes,
higher.
sir.
Yes, inertia will be higher. So this is actually what is law of inertias, and like law inertia in rest, inertia in motion, and inertia of mass, everything, and inertia of direction also. I hope you all understand. Everybody clear? Anybody having any doubt? You can ask me. All of you? Yes, guys. So now shall we write it everything? Will you all able to understand or not? Inertia of motion, inertia of rest, and inertia of direction. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
now
sir.
let us go and we'll write. So you can see that. So first thing, inertia of rest. So write it. Example. Actually, there is a one video I am missing. Actually, I'm not getting. That is more, even voice is very clear and animation is even too much nice. So inertia of rest, right? It is the reluctance of a body. This is a new word I am using. You have to learn it. It is the reluctance of a body to change its state of rest or state of motion. Inertia of rest means state of rest or state of motion. State of rest. Okay, va? All of you clear? Please respond, everybody. So that is the meaning of it. So what do you mean by that? Reluctance means unwilling, or we can say like we can say no to the change. That is what we can say. For example, somebody will say something, you are not willing to accept it, or we are not willing to do it, we will say reluctance. So like that, when there is a sudden change in my motion, like my lower part, still my upper part of the body is not ready to accept that. That is what we will say reluctance. So it is a reluctance of a body to change its state of rest. That is what we used to call as inertia of rest. So when we can get this example, inertia of rest means, what is the example you can write? Suddenly the bus will start moving forward. Our head of the upper part of the body remains to maintain state of rest, so that it will fall backward or forward. Everybody, it will fall. Yes, please. It will fall backward. Okay. So that is what. Write the example. When a bus
Sir, it
starts
will
suddenly.
change into,
Yes, Mari.
sir, it will change into rest, sir.
No, actually, it's not changing to rest. Our upper part of the body will remains to maintain state of rest. Because when you climb into the bus, you are in a state of rest. Do you understand, Mr. Mari? But
Yes,
suddenly, when the bus will start moving forward, our lower part of the body will attain the motion, but upper part is not at still. So that what will happen? Our upper part will appears to be falling backward direction. Clear?
Yes, sir. That is due to its interest, sir.
Yeah, due to interest. That is the reason. Clear? For example, imagine now this is what is your body. Now the lower part of the body, I will cut and I will put it in the front. Then automatically your head is appears to be backward or not. Your lower part of body went forward. So automatically your head is appears to be backward or not. That's all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically imagine like this. For example, now you are sitting in the chair. Let me take, now you are sitting in a chair also, like imagine. So now what will happen? You are in a state of rest. Your bus is in stop. So you are in a state of rest. So entire body in a rest. Now suddenly your bus will start. So your lower part of the body appears to be motion like this. But still our head remains here only. So what will happen? We will appears to be fall backward. Clear? Okay. So the same thing will happen when we are standing also. So when we are standing, what will happen? Our legs appears to be moving suddenly when the bus will start moving. So automatically our head will appears to be going backward. Is it okay, guys? Yes? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So even you can see that when you are traveling in the school bus, all of you, before suppose suddenly speed brake will come, the speed breaker will come. You all three speed breakers, everybody? So speed breakers will come. You can see that when the driver will suddenly will apply the brake, you all people will fall forward. Have you all experienced it? Speed breaker will come, everybody automatically will move forward only. Am I right or wrong? Yes. That is because of the same thing. Because entire body is in motion. When the bus is traveling in the normal road, entire body is in the motion, like whatever the speed we have in the bus. But suddenly speed breaker will come. Driver will press the brake. So what will happen? Our lower part of the body is coming to the rest immediately. But still our upper part appears to be in state of what? State of motion. Clear? So that we'll forward, will appears to be fall forward. Is it okay, guys? Everybody clear? Understand, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what. So inertia of rest and inertia of motion. How many of you understand? Everybody clear everything? So write it. Example. When a bus starts suddenly, Alfin, understand, Alfin?
Yes, sir.
Oh, 1 minute. Abhiram is asking one more doubt, sir. But when the back wheels comes to speed brake means we will go upwards because of that is imbalance, Abhiram. It is hitting up. Like one wheel is in down, another wheel is in up. Like suppose if it is the speed breaker, your back wheels are rising, first front wheels will rise. So there is a height difference. That is what it is bumping and falling down, so that you will be hitting upward direction. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is also like here also same thing. Nothing is there. So when suddenly the height difference came, so what will happen? Even suddenly the down, there is a pit. You can see that. If suddenly your vehicle wheel is fall into the pit, automatically you people will be hitting upward direction. Have you not experienced it, everybody? Yes. So when there is a
Yes,
height
sir.
difference, automatically our body will be pushed upward direction. That is also same. There is like a action and reaction will be there. The same thing will happen. Okay. So write the example for this first, everybody. When a bus starts suddenly, the passengers are thrown backwards. The passengers are thrown backwards. This happens because the body tends to stay state of rest or state of motion, tends to stay at rest even after the vehicle has started moving. Even after the vehicle has started moving. Is it okay, guys? Everybody clear? Please respond. Inertia of rest. All of you understood or not? Mr. Gokul?
Yes, sir.
That's in that is. Next, inertia of motion. So inertia of motion means opposite example. Suddenly your bus will stop. Suddenly bus will start, inertia of rest. Suddenly bus will stop, inertia of what? Everybody. Inertia of motion. Okay. So now, suddenly bus will stop. What will happen? You will fall forward or backward? Everybody. You will fall forward direction. Okay. So that is what. So write it. Inertia of motion. It is a tendency of a body. It is a tendency of a body to continue in motion. Agalya Purima, Agalya Shivani, to continue its motion, along a straight line. Along a straight line. That is what you should make it. So what is your example? Tell me, all people. You tell me the example. What will happen? You can make many things. Inertia of motion. So even that video they have shown it. Or else you can take your life examples. So your bicycle, you can see, even though if you stop pedaling, your bicycle will start moving forward. What is the reason? Because of?
Inertia of motion, because
Correct.
it is
Yes.
stable to it, sir.
Yes, you can write that example also. Your bicycle continues, your bicycle continues to move forward, for some time, even after you stop, pedaling. This is due to the what, guys? All of you, this is due to the, Mr. Lingesh, due to the inertia of motion or inertia
Inertia
of
of motion.
inertia
Inertia of
motion
motion.
of the bicycle. Okay. Now, actually, I am trying for one video. If I get that video, I will send you. Okay. That is what we will see that. Yes, Abhirami, whatever you are saying is also correct. So this is inertia of motion. Next, last one, make it quick. What is that? Inertia of what?
Inertia of direction.
Direction. Okay. So if you turn suddenly left, your body will falls what? Right side or left side? Your body will falls right side. If your vehicle turns suddenly right side, your body will falls left side. So that is what? Write it. Inertia of direction. It is the stability or inability, you can write. It is the inability. It is the inability of a body. Inability of a body to change its direction of motion. Inability of a body to change its direction, of motion along a straight line. That is what we used to say inertia of direction. So you can make example. So many examples you can make when you're traveling in car,
One doubt,
traveling in bus, whatever it is. Okay. So you can write it as you are all mostly will travel in car. Of course, in a school bus, you all can travel. From tomorrow, whenever Monday, if you are traveling, so many places your school bus will take a turn. Am I right or wrong, everybody? So mainly when we are entering into the main road from Pudukkottai to main road, or even in Namanasamudram main road, everywhere it will take a very deep curves. Okay.
sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, Mar.
Sir, even though there is change in direction, in some parts our body doesn't move, sir. Why is it,
Yes.
sir?
Because that is contacting with the surface. Do you understanding? So only the flexible part is like, see, the lower part of the body almost.
No, sir. Whole body will not move, sir.
Only
Sometimes.
mostly it will be head is flexible. It will try to show the action. Basically, the movement of the bodies, like in this inertia cases, mostly it will be shown by the head only. Understand, brother? Understand, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what, because our hands and all busy with the things we might be holding. Do you understand? Hands and all, unfortunately or fortunately, we will be holding something. Are you clear? So there is a contact.
Yeah.
There is a something which is stiff to the hands or something. We are in attached to that. But head, there is no contact. So automatically the more flexibility with the head only. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is why you can see inertia of motion or inertia of rest or inertia of direction. Most probably we can see the head only in motion. Okay. So that is the reason. So right. Example, inertia of direction. A person sitting in a car, moving car. A person today, if you travel, you all can experience this. Kindly see that. A person sitting in a moving car, or Monday you can traveling in school bus, you can see that. Moving car will be pushed towards to left. A person sitting in a moving car will be pushed towards to left towards the left. When the car turns suddenly to the what? Right or left? When the car turns suddenly to the right or left, amma? Car turning what direction?
Right.
Suddenly to the, everybody, suddenly to the what? Right. Okay. When the car turns suddenly to the right, your body will be pushed towards the what? Left. Clear? That is what you should remember. Okay. So when the car takes the sharp turn, that is what U-turn like Namana Samudram if you take. Sharp turn to the right, it changes its direction of motion. It changes its direction of motion. Direction of motion. Direction of motion, but the person tends to move in the, straight line, or he also wants to change. Person wants to be what? Suppose you are sitting in a car. All of you observe very carefully. Now your car is traveling in a straight line. So what is the direction of your body also? Everybody, direction of your body is also in what direction? Straight line only.
Straight.
Right or wrong? Now suddenly your car will take left turn. Then your body still wants to go in a what direction? Still your body wants to go in what direction? Straight line, so that you will fall into the right. Or if your car will take right turn, still your body wants to go in a straight line, so that you will fall into the left. Is it okay, guys? All of you? Yes. That is only called as inertia of direction, right? If the direction of motion, see that it changes its direction of motion, but the person tends to move in the original direction. In the original direction due to inertia. and is pushed towards the left or right. Your car is taking right time, so that you will be pushed left or right. Mr. Lingesh, Kishore, towards to the left. Okay.
Left.
Your car will take left turn, you will be pushed right side. Your car will be take right turn, you will be pushed left side. Today, if you travel in a car, any one of you all people experience while you are traveling. Okay. So definitely you will feel that. So now Kishore is asking one thing. Sir, when we shake the hand and the head of the hand will be the same positions, but the body moves. Is it the inertia of motion or inertia of rest? Hey, Kishore, what henna? Sir, when we shake the hen, that is what the head of the hen will be at the same position, but the body moves. Yeah, that is also, it is also inertia only, Mr. Kishore. And Abhiram is asking something. Sir, if a person running very fastly, if he or she wants to change the direction, mean they will balance one leg and comes to sideways. This is because of inertia of direction. Yes, of course. But inertia of direction, some other, but there, whatever the direction they want to change, the same direction it will be. So what will happen? For example, see, if you are in a running, you can see that suddenly there is a turn. So what will happen? Your body is in a uniform straight line. Suddenly, if you want to take a turn, suppose if it is a left turn. So what will happen? First, our legs will take the turn, but still our head will be want to maintain what line? Our head wants to go in a straight line.
Straight
Okay. So what will happen? We people will automatically see that when if you take suddenly left, that is what our legs wants to move into the left direction, but our head still wants to maintain in the what? Straight line motion. So if you are not balancing properly by the time, automatically you will slip it, or it like you will fall down, or something will happen. So that is also because of inertia only. So inertia, when you are traveling in a straight line, your inertia of motion is in a straight line direction. Okay, but suddenly if you change the direction, so our lower part of the body will turn some direction and still our upper part wants to maintain in a straight line.